MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the Houston Astros and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Tampa Bay Rays.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Leading off for Houston, the center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Alex Miniak.
Leading off the afternoon for
Here's
Houston,
the first pitch to him.
the center fielder.
And there's a swing and a miss, and that's how Game 4 will get underway. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Throwing to second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box, Jose Altuve. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Pham comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
So a runner on second with 1 down now. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
The 0-2 home. A ball and 2 strikes. And this one's in the dirt. The throw will go to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw safe at third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time, and it's fouled away. Springer takes his lead at third with one away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Kiermaier. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Into the box, number 44, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. The 0-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Astros plate one on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom of inning number one. The Astros on top, 1-0. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Justin Verlander is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, since he's put on a Houston Astros uniform, Justin Verlander's kind of turned his career around. Went through a couple of seasons where his velocity was down, but he's always had that good curveball changeup combination. Velo back up to the mid to upper 90s to go along with that fastball and the curveball, and Justin Verlander is all the way back.
Digging in, Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Tommy Pham.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
And it's 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the catcher, Travis Gargo.
First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike one, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
First delivery to him on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Gurriel is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They trail this one 1-0. At the plate, Carlos Correa.
Leading off for Houston, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First offering on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Batting seven, the first baseman, number 10, Yulieski Gurriel.
First pitch on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. here's the pitch. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. And with 2 gone now, we'll look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree, and the question becomes, will we be able to fill a spot in the ALCS after the game, or will we need a Game 5 to decide a winner in the series? Striding into the box, Robinson Chirinos. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again, catches it at grain low, we got action.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Astros go leading off the inning. Avisail Garcia as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Verlander gets the sign. First pitch on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it. 1 out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Kevin.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
G-Man Troy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's dead center for strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
2 out, nobody on. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The next 1-2 pitch. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. It remains 1-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
A bouncer to the left side. Duffy charging in on it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. George Springer. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Bases are empty. One man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
A bouncer to the left side. Barehanded pickup. The throw. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First pitch of the at-bat. There goes Altuve. Hit hard. Altuve, the runner at first with 2 gone. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's on the move again from first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Throw over to the bag, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Astros are down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in, Matt Duffy, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Verlander's ready. Here he comes. 0-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Willie Adames becomes out number 2 this inning. So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay third inning, and that'll bring up the catcher Mike Zunino. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. Zunino is widely considered one of the elite backstops in the game. Of course, his skills behind the plate are well documented, and in a position like catcher, that makes a big difference for his team every night he straps it on.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Down in order go the Rays. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Bregman, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex.
First
Bregman.
pitch of the at-bat. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Here's Michael Brantley, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Oh, a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
In now, number 44. As he grounds one briskly to short. Adames scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Drilled right back up the middle, and the Rays are in the hit column.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Travis d'Arnaud is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. At the plate, Eric Sogard. He popped out in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Pham, the runner at second with one away. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And they're runners at the corners now. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation.
And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
Boy, D-Row, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for. From an offensive standpoint, you try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Now
2 men on, 2 out, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. In there, 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
This is pulled into right. Reddick is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Rays will settle for just the 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
All right, Heidi, thank you. Adames picks it up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Standing in, Yuli Gurriel. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. To the left side, but it's well foul. And he fouls this one off. Gurriel behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so no surprise here that they're giving it another look, and they may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout, but here's another look at it. Wow, tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Astros are challenging.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
First base has been overturned, and the batter
Number 49 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 49.
Standing in now, Robinson Chirinos, as he'll take a look at ball one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Hit sharply toward the right side. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. On to first, a double play. One hit's all they get. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied at 1-1.